talking today about community and being active in the community and how we're supporting our community. So, yeah, from my point of view, supporting the community, I've been involved in a number of things. So one thing I do is I run an eco meetup group. It's a networking group. We used to meet once a month in person at a local central location in Norwich. That was obviously gone online. So we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary yesterday with the virtual Zoom meeting. So that was really good. Within that, we have a Facebook private group. We're also on meetup.com, so we keep in touch with members that way. Within the private Facebook group, you know, there's a lot of option to share and engage with the community, share different things of what we're up to, share our offers, as well as we've been doing various Zoom sessions as well, so virtual meetups to discuss different topics, especially during this time in COVID. So we've had finance, food and distribution. And thank you, Christelle. Yes, happy anniversary. And then also we are doing live stories. So every Wednesday we'll get one of the members to do a live Facebook video, just telling them a bit more about themselves, or maybe doing a demonstration. So later on today we've got some pasta ladies, and they're going to do a demonstration making pasta, which they deliver to local businesses. And then on Fridays we have a mindfulness session. So we have a wellness lady who does a sort of 6 to 7 minute mindfulness session each Friday, because wellness is really important during this time. As well as that, I think there's also just supporting other local businesses. So I still order weekly veg from a local organic city farm. I've ordered some hemp oil soap, of course, with COVID and all the hand wash stuff being sort of out of stock. She does a hemp oil soap, so I ordered some from her, which is fantastic. And also, yeah, just trying to buy a few bits and pieces where I can from the local producers. Yes, absolutely. Thanks, Christelle, sharing is caring. And yeah, also let us know, Christelle, because obviously you're supposed to be on this call and unfortunately I can't get you onto here. You know, maybe share some of the stuff that you've been doing as well with your community, and then I can just read that out to everyone. What is the other thing besides that? Been getting busy in the garden as well. So I had a lot of veg seeds, so I then, with the leftovers of that, I put them in a little box and I left them out on the road, and most of those are gone bar 4, so that's great. Yeah, Christelle was just saying that she bought some coffee from Curious Rue coffee roasters. Oh right, fantastic, enjoying that during lockdown. Well, cheers to you, Christelle. Sorry we can't sort of be sharing a coffee on the screen, but here's to you over there. Yeah, so fantastic. They sound really great. And you were saying as well, Christelle, that they gave you a little bit extra as well, because they're just really thankful for the support during this time. So, you know, I think it's really important to, excuse me, have a sip of coffee, to be supporting a lot of these local businesses at this time. You know, they'll be really grateful and thankful for it. And you know, it just helps them stay alive. You know, it's what is the kind of world that you want to see when we come out of this pandemic. You know, we want the small businesses still to be thriving. So yeah, so definitely do try and support them where you can, you know, even if it's just something very small. Yeah, what else? We're also going to talk about, you know, maybe some of the things that we have done during lockdown and over this past weekend, just to kind of relax and have some downtime. And I think that's really important. You know, it was quite funny because last week I was getting all sorts of invites to do things, meetings and all sorts on Friday, on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And it was only when I had a call with someone on Thursday afternoon, they said, oh, tomorrow's bank holiday. And I was like, oh right, yes it is. You know, I'd forgotten it was holiday because no one had been talking about it. So I was like, well, hang on a minute, I've had invites to meetings and to do this and to that, and I've got to cancel all of that. So yes, thanks, Crystal. Yeah, I did enjoy my Easter weekend. And was I working? No, I was not. So I actually postponed all my calls from Friday, and I also, I let people know that I might not be able to make anything Monday. And I had a proper long holiday, bank holiday weekend, which I would normally have, as I've been working Monday to Friday. So that was really good to just take that time off. So yeah, the Friday morning I went and I'm doing a weekly pickup for a local charity called Norwich Homeless Lunches. So I did that. And then picked up and dropped off at a shops that they can deliver. So they deliver out to the homeless, the vulnerable, and people in isolation in the community. And then I enjoyed the sunshine and growing. Yes, sunshine as well, Crystal. Yeah, absolutely. It was such a beautiful weekend, wasn't it? Yeah, I think Friday, Saturday, and Sunday spent most of the time outside in the garden, prepping the veg. We're also doing some raised beds as well, so we managed to get 2 of those built. And I've ordered some compost to be delivered next Monday. And I don't know about you, but I was looking online, and it's suddenly everyone has gone from panic buying to panic growing, and a lot of places are sold out. I tried about 4 or 5 places, and they'd actually sold out of compost. Yeah, crazy. People just, same with seed companies, I've heard as well. They're getting something like within a few minutes each day when they open their online shop, they're getting a day's worth of orders in a couple of minutes. So it's just gone absolutely crazy out there. So I think it's fantastic that people are sort of taking advantage of this time and learning to grow at home. And, I hope it continues. Another comment there, Chris KV Communications, she's saying it feels like Christmas where the days are merged into one, so easy to forget, but also so important to set some boundaries with work. Well, absolutely, and this is one of the lives I'm going to be doing later today, like a live interview, and I just said to her, I'm really sorry, but can we change the date, because I'd really like to take it off. And she was like, that is absolutely fantastic, and well done you for creating some healthy boundaries. So yeah, so I think that's great. So KV Comms are saying, yeah, I now want to grow things. Well, I'll have to share a couple of my plants. It is so, people have said to me, when you start growing, it's just like magic. Suddenly these things just come out the ground, and that is so true. All the stuff is just, some of the seeds haven't come up. There's been a few that haven't worked, but majority of them have. And some of the seeds were quite old as well. So, if you do find some that have expired, just give it a shot anyways. You can't lose anything. But beans, I planted beans the day before. Within 24 hours, no kidding, they're about 10 centimeters. This thing is just, it's like a bamboo plant. It's just shot up. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so Christelle saying she wants to grow things now, and could this be a change of life? The good life. Well, I hope so. I hope a lot of people do it. It's not just about sort of growing healthy organic food for yourself. PS, avoid weed killers and things that they're promoting in the supermarkets now. Please try not to use them. You do not need to. You can grow organically quite well if you use companion planting and stuff like that. Look up companion plants and not using pesticides, growing organically. It's brilliant. But I think another thing about growing in the gardens as well is increasing biodiversity. We've had such a huge massive loss of biodiversity and extinction of all sorts of animal and plant animal species and insect species, and things like that. So it really encourages bringing back things into your garden, things like butterflies, bees, insect life. We've had dragonflies, damselflies, grasshoppers. Amazing. So yeah, definitely a great thing to do, and I think fun for people to do now with kids as well. So get them out there, get their hands dirty in the soil, and get them to grow something. I think there's nothing better than them watching something that they've produced and grown, come to life, and then maybe possibly be able to actually eat it as well. So Yes, I think I've got to the almost 15 minutes. I'm really so sorry that KV Crystal couldn't join me on this. I feel kind of a bit weird, just me on here and her on the comments there. But we'll get this stuff sorted. I think Zoom have maybe just done a big update, which is why I couldn't connect in our usual way. It just was doing the buffering thing and not working. So. Um, yeah. Oh, another question. Because I was saying I have a tiny garden. Though, is that a problem? Absolutely not. I've seen when I did my permaculture course, there was a lady who did a design based on her balcony, and it was absolutely amazing. The amount of stuff that she could actually grow, if she put the design into action on her balcony. So it doesn't it doesn't matter at all how big is if it's concreted over and you don't have the space, you can get grow bags, grow boxes, you could do things in pots. I mean, I last year, as I say, we didn't have the planters, so I just had a couple of we just had sort of one long thin space, very shallow, so I grew a lot of lettuces, chard, things like that, spinach, and then we did the rest in pots. Yeah, I had lettuces and pots, tomatoes and pots. So yeah, you can do, and then you can move them around as well with the sunshine if you've got a small garden. So I really don't discourage anyone from trying it. Anyway, yeah, so it's turned it from a bit of a it started off on a sort of business note and ended up on a growing note. But this is all about sort of coffee and a chat. It is small business chat, but I think it's important as well to have that other side, that wellness side. And I think one of the best things is getting out there, getting a bit of vitamin D, and getting your hands dirty and doing something outside in nature. Um, so KV Communications, Chriselle's just saying, yeah, Project Garden is going to happen. Fantastic. So we'll keep you updated, won't we, Christelle? So we'll give you kind of live updates maybe every couple of weeks on how our little gardens are and growing situations are progressing. Yeah, so I will end off now.